Everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and we are back to playing Simic Merfolk in Modern. If you want to play Merfolk at a competitive level, you can play Mono Blue, but my favorite is Simic for things like Merfolk Mistbinder, getting all those lords at a cheap rate. If you want to see how Merfolk is played in Modern, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So, we lost the die roll. I know it's a meme at this point. We're going to keep this hand. And as we keep this hand, we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com, with Commander, Tabletop, Podcast, Standard, Modern. The Manabase is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And the MTG Mastermind, the coaching program to help take your game to the next level. Learn from players who go to the Players Tour and win GPs at the MTG Mastermind. And we are up against some sort of Ponza deck. What should I prioritize with this Misty? I guess I should save this Misty Rainforest just in case they... Oh no, maybe we should play the Misty Rainforest. And if they try to, blow it up, we, like with Stone Rain, we can fetch. Now, I understand that these decks have been steering away from the Ponza plan. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I still want to do that. The only thing vulnerable is this Merfolk Mistbinder anyway. And if they play Blood Moon, I can just... crack this. Now I understand that the Ponza decks, they've been moving a little away from the Ponza plan, but I have seen some recent lists. They brought it back. They don't mind the Ponza plan. They do nothing. So if they do nothing, I don't know, maybe I'm going to do nothing. Come on. Drawing a Spreading Seas would be good. To deal with that Utopia Sprawl. So what bad things are going to happen to me when they hit 4 mana? There's a lot of bad things that can happen. But at the same time, I don't know if there's another turn I can take off. I think I should play this on this turn. Well, I mean, I can play a bit patiently because I have a Dismember. Okay, we're going to play a little patiently. We'll play a little patiently. I don't know if it's a good move. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we're going to play a little patiently. At the very least, we can Trickster or Brazen Borrower next turn, and then we can play a Merfolk Mistbinder with Dismember backup. I mean, these decks go big with, Glorybringer. I can't remember what's at the 4-drop slot. Something. Breeding Pool? What is going on here? With Utopia Sprawl? Maybe this is not what I think it is. I mean, they did go Prismatic Vista into Snow-Covered Forest, so maybe I'm off by the type of deck that this is. Could be like Blue-Green Devotion of some sort for all I know. Our opponent says, bring on the fish. They're not afraid. Does everyone like my new avatar, the Chubby Meatball avatar? Got the Chubby Meatball avatar. It's only a matter of time before we bring out the Chubby Meatball merch. Ooh, Sultai. Unmoored Ego. Choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards. Alright, let's take this opportunity to play our Merfolk Trickster. I doubt they're going to name it, but just in case they do. This is a terrible card against us. They're probably going to name Lord of Atlantis and then miss horribly. They always name Lord of Atlantis. Oh, if it's a combo deck, they might name Force of Negation. I mean, I don't really know what the hell they're doing. If they name Merfolk Mistbinder, that would be very disappointing. Names Master of Waves. What a card to name. That's a total whiff. No Master of Waves in my main deck. Yeah, my opponent says whiff. Okay, so I have no idea what we're up against. It's complete brew. As far as I'm concerned, I've never seen this archetype before. But it's got to be some combo deck, right? But even if you are combo deck... Oh, wait, I think this is also the card, actually, if they did name Lord of Atlantis and I had a ton of them, then draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. Okay, that's interesting. Wish I saw Botanical Sanctum earlier. I don't know, maybe it's not necessary to play this Mutavault. Should play it post-combat. I am going to play the Mutavault, though. So I have no idea what I'm preparing for, or what I'm playing around. It's a complete mystery to me. Utopia Sprawl has to be ramping into something, though. Okay, there is red mana. There literally is red mana. Glorybringer? Like, I can deal with Glory. So what? This is Simic. Simic something. Maybe it's trying to use Uro? Gonna unmoored ego me again? Okay, Uro. Okay, so there is an Uro. We can deal with this. We've got the Brazen Borrower. That is gonna help. But what are they ramping into? They might be ramping into something serious. But this is going to suck up a lot of their mana. Maybe they're playing with Bring to Light. Maybe this is a Scapeshift deck. So how far are they from Scapeshift? Like, I'm just trying to figure out why would you play all this nonsense? And as we see the Overgrown Tomb, the Stomping Ground, the Breeding Pool, it looks like this is a Scapeshift deck. Our opponents shock themselves probably because they're going to Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy something. I don't know if I need the 2 mana. And we're just going to attack with everything. And then hope that's enough to win the game on the following turn. Kolaghan's Command? If so, no big deal. Discard Botanical Sanctum. Well, I mean, it's a big deal in the sense that it's tempoing us out a little bit. Looks like it's Kolaghan's Command. Oh, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. I guess we might as well sacrifice the Mutavault. Because this costs us mana every single turn. This does not. And here's a really good question. Do I dismember the spirit? If I do, I'm going to be vulnerable to the Scapeshift at 7 mana. Uro comes down first. So Uro will come down. They've got green, green, blue, blue. I can bounce that, but it's going to gain them life. They're at least going to go to 18. I can attack for 7 here. 18-7. If I draw a Lord, I win. Is it different if they chump block here? Take 3, go to 15. I can't. If I draw a Lord, I don't win, because this is just 8-13. Alright, and I don't know if Dismember has any better targets. I don't think Uro is a good target. If anyone was wondering, I sent an email. I sent a tweet at Magic Online. Look, the client's pretty laggy for streamers, people. Oh, is this Niv to Light? Oh, now I got it. It's the Niv Mizzet deck. Oh, it's all coming. It all makes sense now. Okay, so they can. Well, then now if they get what's it called off, I just lose everything. Bring to Light, they can get Supreme Verdict. Oh, they're just getting Uro. Okay, that's fine. So we can bounce this. And potentially they die next turn. Okay, so it took me. I know the deck is in the metagame, but I don't know. This is the first time I've played against it in half a year. Our draws are miserable. Boop. So go down to 1, hopefully turning off the Wooded Foothills. Or not. I guess they're going to kill something. Play another one of those Guiles. Okay. Well, that's interesting now, because now I can cast the Brazen Borrower. And that will be lethal. I'll play the Misty Rainforest to help filter lands out of our deck, because I don't think our life total matters at the moment anymore. What if they play that stupid dragon, Niv Mizzet? Are we okay or not? Cost 5 mana. They probably can only play 1 removal spell. I mean, it's still not going to be convenient. Okay, Uro comes back. Some triggers. Our opponent's playing as slow as us, probably because they're in the same situation. Get Supreme. Lucky. Okay, so they've got 4 cards in the graveyard. Sorry, they've got 4. This is going to be a 5th. They're empty-handed. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, I would like to get one more creature, though. We got a lot of live draws to get this Uro in play, and then it's going to completely undermine the Brazen Borrower. Not going to say that they were lucky to draw the Supreme Verdict, because they were drawing cards. They had to have find, like, Bring to Light or something. That's a bit late. I guess it doesn't matter. Well, okay, this is going to help, because if they have a removal spell at instant or sorcery speed, I mean, we exile it and it doesn't let them get the Uro in play. Like, our greatest enemy right now is like a fetch land. Or something that puts something in the graveyard. Okay, that's interesting. I can't force and negate that. But also, I need to play something on my turn? Isn't that right? Yeah, I do. It also prevents them from wanting to play Uro now. But given the situation, I'm losing. I'm just losing. Or I don't know about losing, but like it's close. I guess I can still top deck a Lord, so if they pass the turn, shoot, Brazen Borrower, that's not good. Okay, the best case scenario here is they get greedy, they try to cast an instant or sorcery to get their Uro in play. That would be best case scenario for us. And then Huntmaster can't flip. Perfect. It's exactly what we wanted to happen. So this thing gets exiled. They played a spell for the turn. They don't shoot us. Brazen Borrower kills them. I wonder what's the best thing for them. Probably... I don't know what's best for them. No, probably it's just, yeah, just pass. Like, why not? Okay, now they're attacking just so hoping that I can block and they can get Uro in play, because that's like their only out at the moment. Haha, it doesn't work. Alright, they've conceded. So, going to game 2... can't remember the effectiveness of Spreading Seas. Like, they're a multi-land deck. I mean, they've got so much land. But they're playing Uro. Uro. And you're telling me you can't kill Master of Waves. If this thing is so good, you're going to unmoored ego it. Is this a time for Relic of Progenitus? Okay, you seem to be terrified of this thing, so why not? And we might as well bring in Force Negation for interaction. I guess Dismember is like, okay, it can kill... but I don't know about it. I'm not in love with it. I'm going to take out the Spreading Seizes. I don't really want to have Dismember because it doesn't... I don't think it kills Niv Mizzet. If I remember correctly. I think Niv Mizzet's a 6/6. Yeah. But clearly they have other things to kill, like Huntmaster of the Fells. The Huntmaster is pretty serious. If our opponent just passed the turn, shot our Brazen Borrower, we would have been in a lot of trouble. So Force Negation for Bring to Light. That's very important. Yeah, we're going to get rid of the Dismembers. I sort of want some of this for Uro. But I don't think it interacts with the rest of their deck. It's just Uro. And if it's just Uro, maybe we can just, you know, like what we did, just bounce it with Brazen Borrower. Make them eat up their own graveyard. Use up a lot of mana. I could take out a land, because this is a little bit of an attrition-based matchup. Okay, so we can take out a land. Another problem is that they're usually not searching their library. Or are they? How many fetch lands are there? Just the fetch lands. Okay, we'll bring in one Ashok. Just in case. Just in case. Chalice is terrible in this matchup. Just terrible. I guess our opponent had a really bad game against Master of Waves. I mean, you know, if they've got like Kolaghan's Command, that got Kaya's Guile, they got Lightning Helix, I mean, all that stuff whiffs Master of Waves. I could totally see Master of Waves being good in this matchup. This hand sucks. Our opponent mulliganed as well. Yeah, we have to mulligan this. I don't really like this hand either, but we'll keep it. The Horizon lands are very painful. I'll dump the Brazen Borrower. Fortunately, we're not up against an aggro deck, but still, we'll do a ton of damage to our life total. Our opponent went down quite a bit. They're down to 5 cards. So if their hand leans hard on, say, Bring to Light, then we can really get them with Force Negation. But if they play Niv Mizzet, ugh. I don't know, maybe we can tempo them out with the Master of the Pearl Trident. Well, that's not bad. You know what? I'm happy to see that. We got 2 Horizon lands, so this is like a pretty good hand for Aether Vial. So that was a very pleasant top deck. I'm rewarded! Usually the stupid Aether Vial comes on turn 4. Opponent passes the turn, they do nothing. No, I think I'm just going to play Master of the Pearl Trident. Then next turn we can play the Mutavault. And I'm doing this just in case I have to counter something. I'll use the Merfolk Trickster to do it with Force Negation. Our opponent's starting to curve out. Not thrilled to see that. Also, Merfolk Trickster does have value against a deck that has Supreme Verdict, so that when they verdict, you can flash in the Merfolk Trickster and file something in, and really have a big board presence to back up. Oh ho ho ho! So, because we drew Master of Waves, I'm gonna play the Mutavault, so we have the option to use our to just hard cast Force Negation. Because we drew Master of Waves, there is a pretty good chance we should just keep ticking the vial up to 4, because if the Master of Waves hits the board and it's uncontested, it's just going to win the game. And I most certainly would like to win the game earlier than later, especially against a deck playing Niv Mizzet, Reborn. Was this Huntmaster of the Fells or something? It is. So fortunately, we do have the Merfolk Trickster. That does help a lot. Because I can cast something at end of turn if necessary. Our opponent does not have an island. And I will just tick this thing up. Multicolored spell. They have the mana for Supreme Verdict if they want. Yeah, I'm just going to tick this up. We're going to get this. Come on, Brazen Borrower. Not Brazen Borrower. I'm just going to attack with both of these. If they want to double block one, that's fine. Huntmaster of the Fells is sort of a pain to deal with. Oh, I didn't cast anything. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I could have even played Merfolk Trickster there and Trickster the stupid Ravager. Well, okay, I have Force of Negation still for a removal spell, so it's not like all is lost, but that is not how I wanted it to go. So hopefully I don't have to beat 2 removal spells here. Wrenn and 6. How annoying is this card? Pretty annoying. It's pretty high on the annoying scale. So you shoot this. I can Trickster at end of turn, Ravager, attack for 3. So the disappointing thing is if I counter this, they might back it up with a Lightning Helix against this thing, and then I lose both. I guess that's just what's going to happen. Or in this case, like, I'm going to force them to have that removal spell. I mean, I hope they don't. Also means Huntmaster of the Fells is going to flip again. If they have a second spell to cast here. We're racing. To each creature? Okay. That could have been a lot worse. Ravager gonna flip. Oh, I got to trigger this. Okay, so hold on. Ravager flips, but I can Trickster it, right? Or should I Trickster it on the other way around? But if I hit it now, it's tapped, there's no creature in play. They still have to play 2 spells next turn. Actually, you know what? That seems like a good idea. Or I guess they could play nothing next turn. I got that wrong. Because it's going to flip. It just doesn't do anything. Force Negation is nice. Force of Negation is nice. Well, I don't know what this is about. Well, do you have Supreme Verdict? I'm just going to take the chance. If they have Supreme Verdict, we can come back. I mean, we've got a Mutavault and 2 Horizon lands in play. If they have Bring to Light, we can counter that. I just don't want to take any damage. Because I don't know how much more mana, how much more I have to tap this stupid Waterlog Grove. Okay, so they have Supreme Verdict. Okay. So come on, land. So I can play this Master of the Pearl Trident. Attack for 3. Okay, this is definitely an always no now. Not a bad land. There are some problems with this land, though. Okay, I will play it, but just I could die to Lightning Helix. But whatever. I might have one more attack. These Mutavaults are basically paying for their own attack. So I put them to 7. I do kill them next turn if they draw nothing. And they're empty-handed anyway. So we're putting them in a position to, like, draw and win this turn. Draw and do something this turn, because if they don't draw anything useful, they die. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What? What are you... Oh, what a... That was a pony move. That was a pony move. You just... Shoot me! Shoot me. Alright, let's draw some more Master of Waves. Ugh. I think I have to start cracking these to just draw normal lands. I still want to draw normal lands. All right. I can afford one more life loss. Oh, these are such good top decks. Okay, so that happens. Don't draw land. Because then otherwise this Uro's coming down this turn immediately. Alright, now what do we want? I don't know. I think I still want islands, so I can attack with this Mutavault. So I can attack for 6 this turn. Uro comes back. I just have to hope that there's just a bunch of garbage on the way. Attack for 6, they go to 7. I don't have lethal. Yeah, I don't have lethal. What if I top deck a Lord? Is that lethal? Yeah, it will. I don't even have Island Walk. Okay, that's interesting. They just want to draw a random card. To be fair, we should be dead. I mean, they could have Lightning Helixed our face. So I think the good news with Uro is that it doesn't have Trample. So what do we want? We want Master of Waves. Maybe I should just taken that 2 damage from that stupid Hunt Master. Like, they were representing hard that they had the Supreme Verdict. I had 2 life to give. Okay, no trample, right? It's not good. Brazen Borrower. Master of Waves. I don't even know if Master of Waves is really that good anymore. I can see why they're terrified of Master of Waves. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff at red mana. A lot of red mana removal. They just said, now that I think of it, did you? Yeah, yes, I was. Was I at 3 life when they played Lightning Helix? Yeah. I was. Does playing this Kumena Speaker matter? I sort of want the card. I think I have to chump block this Uro anyway. Or maybe I should have tapped the Mutavault for that, because I can't block with both. Alright, we're in chump blocking mode. Yeah, we are very likely to lose from here. Probably should try to block with the Mutavault, keep as much blue devotion on the battlefield as possible. I might be forced to do that anyway. Especially since they're not playing lands, we're very unlikely to win this game. And now they Lightning Helix us. Okay, now we're dead. Although I think they should wait for us to block and have no mana at all. Although I don't know, maybe there's just nothing that we can do. Yeah, and then waiting on our turn to play the Lightning Helix doesn't matter. So do I want to do anything differently? I mean, I do hate Huntmaster of the Fells. It's a very annoying card. But the problem with bringing in something like Dismember is it's just not good. Maybe I'm underrating Spreading Seas here. I'll bring in 2, just to give myself potentially Island Walk against Uro and Huntmaster of the Fells, but also to nail the stupid Utopia Sprawl. Now, I don't want too many, because, I mean, it's a multicolor deck. They can use the blue mana, especially for Supreme Verdict. They have fetch lands, but not that many fetch lands. Or they're not super dependent on fetch lands. They have those multicolor lands. I'll keep it. I'm not thrilled about it, but I'll keep it. We can dump one of these Spreading Seas if necessary. If they don't have Astrolabe, the Spreading Seas might mana screw them. Master of Waves. Looks like we're gonna go up to Master of Waves territory in this game as well. Just go for the 1-2 punch. They need 2 white mana for Supreme Verdict, so I guess I'm going to try to nail the white mana with Spreading Seas if I'm given the option. Which I am not at the moment. I do want an island so I can get these seas on the battlefield, because the seas will give us devotion for Master of Waves no matter what the board looks like. Fortunately, they don't have Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, I think originally I was just going to tick the vial up to, like with the trigger on the stack next turn, I was just going to keep ticking it up till we go to 4, but I think I'm going to spend some time on 2. Just to empty our hand if we're not actually going to draw, like, mana. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay. Arkham's Astrolabe. As far as... it's not bad. Okay, they're on defense. I think I am going to put the Silvergill Adept in play because I really need a land for the Spreading Seas, or it's pointless. I mean, I don't mind these Force Negations, but I really need to get Island Walk going. You know what? Screw this. I'm going... Should I attack with both and just Trickster this thing down? Why not? It's like a bit aggressive, but I have to discard for the turn anyway. I'm just not going to be happy when they Supreme Verdict this away. So we're getting a little unlucky because we are not drawing our island. I mean, we've had 4 draws already. Oh no, Pillar of the Perunes. Okay, so they can Verdict here. And they're going to Verdict. I'll just block. Yeah, I'm just going to block. Actually, maybe they're going to play Bring to Light. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I sort of screwed that up. I mean, I didn't... I could kill them on the way back. No! Well, we can counter this. Oh, just playing Niv Mizzet Reborn. Okay. Alright, we need an island. For Island Walk, please. So I've also sort of screwed up this hand. I don't even know what's in their hand. I'm just going to assume they have an unlimited number of cards. Like, maybe even using that Trickster there wasn't very good. Okay, we've got something. Only when it enters the battlefield? Good. Okay, so we're going to Spreading Seas, the stupid play any colors I want card. I will just attack for 3, and then the next turn we're going to unleash the Fury. My biggest concern would be them playing a bunch of spells on our turn, because we can only play these Force Negations on their turn. But if they go for something on this turn, we're well prepared. They're going to try to do something. I'm going to counter anything. Force negation, pitch master. Oh, I can't count. Oh, shoot, I can't counter that. Oh, no! Okay, so... Oh, here comes Mass of the Pearl Trident. I should see what they potentially have. Supreme Verdict? I guess not, because they didn't protect themselves. Target this, pitch Master of Waves. Yeah, it looks like we win. They can Veil of Summer, but we'll force negate that. Pitch another Spreading Seas. And they are powerless to our Island Walkers. I don't know what else was in their hand. I didn't really pay attention. And they go good game. Well, we pulled through. We got there against Niv to Light. Which I think should be... The matchup should be fine. And you know what? I think I've been citing this out in the sideboard guides. Maybe we need like 2 of them. Just for this like sort of situation. Well, I mean, if it's just Niv Mizzet, I don't care. You can bounce that with Brazen Borrower. You can tap it down with Merfolk Trickster. But if they're running Huntmaster of the Fells and Uro at the same time, now there's a density of creatures. You need Island Walk. So, and of course, you know, they have enough resources, especially with Arkham's Astrolabe, to not actually play any actual islands. So that's something to consider, I guess, for the future sideboard guides. But that's going to be our match for today. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank the ManaBase.com and the MTG Mastermind for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu, Merfolk Master, playing Simic Merfolk in Modern.